Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I'm sitting here, we've pretty much knocked half the deficit off the board just in our conversations with Senator Coburn's $100 million estimate in duplication and the IRS not collecting, almost well over $300 billion a year. Of course, we can get around. You can't get blood from a turnip with the IRS, but I mean we're about halfway there already. And so we talk about what a struggle it is to get it under control. I'm not sure it's that big of trouble if we just do our job. I did want to follow up on a question Mr. Langford had about, what did you think the causes for this were? And I'm wondering if part of it also isn't the committee structure within Congress, in that everybody, I think, would agree jobs are the biggest issue, so every committee wants to create a program to create jobs or to create training for jobs. I do think we have a unique opportunity with the broad jurisdiction of this committee to come up with overviewing all of these programs and coming up with recommendations that go through even the existing committee structure to do away with that. Senator Coburn, would you like to comment on that?
I'm probably not still familiar enough with the House's committee structure to be able to comment on it. I think this is a nature problem of politicians. You want to be liked, you want to do the right thing, but it also has to do with an underlying tenet is we're on too many committees. We're not really good at any one thing. We're fair at a lot of things. Most of us don't go to doctors that are that way. We want to go to a doctor that's really good. And so I just think, this report, whether you agree with it or not, is based on 47 oversight hearings that I did in the Senate in 2 years. 47. That was more than the whole Senate did combined with every other committee. And the recommendations of this are based on facts from GAO, IG, OMB, and CRS. So you can agree with it or not, but the fact is if you agreed with a third of it, we could be $3 trillion over the next 10 years less.
Thank you, Senator. And I want to go back to the GAO report. One of my colleagues suggested setting it by our bedside table for reading. I'm going to take it with me to my town halls, get everybody to scan the QR code on here and actually have access to the report, because I think it's something the American people need to know, and they need to pressure us.
If the gentleman would yield.
Yes.
Knowing how tech-savvy you are, we have now received the digital version of that for you to take on the plane.
All right. I'll download it to my iPad. I did want to touch real quickly in the short time remaining. One of the big issues in South Texas is issues with the VA, and I think Section 15 of the report deals with the VA and their some of the problems they have both communicating within their own organization and with the DOD for veterans coming out. I know there's one instance mentioned in the report where there are 5 case managers working on the same life insurance plan for one single individual. And one of the complaints I hear both from veterans who are trying to get the services that we promised them and that we owed them is it takes the VA forever to get anything done. The VA in my neck of the woods is months behind in paying doctors who have treated our veterans, in some cases close to a year behind in paying. With respect to the VA, can you comment, is it a technology problem? Is it just a tech phobia where they need to deal with technology? Is it a cultural issue? How do we fix what I think one of the most critical problems we have?
I think there are a number of facets to it. One is it's a large decentralized department, and it needs more centralized direction and management. We've looked at their applications of technology over time and have had a lot of critiques that they need to improve their ability to be able to do it. Some of the procedures need to be streamlined. I mean, one of the classic cases where they have difficulties is in handling disability claims. And then there's an appeal process beyond that that could go on for a period of time. The coordination issues between DOD and VA can be greatly improved in electronic records and how they purchase drugs, and there's a lot of opportunities for savings. But some of the fundamental problems, I think, are cultural, not having applications of technology and to have more centralized leadership.
I look forward to working with you all on that. I see my time has expired. Thank you.